I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep it right on. Take it off. The paper is your game. You jump in bed with fame. Another one night paid in full. You're so fine. It won't be a loss. Cashing in the rocks just to get you face to face. Hey, you're crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep it right on. Hey, you're crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep it right on.
I love
the intro.
I love it. We're gonna change it up.
We are gonna change it.
We're gonna change it up a little bit.
Change it up a little.
Do a new intro for our videos. As if we ever post a video. It's shorts and podcasts.
No, we shot a video.
We did shoot a video
yesterday. We have some interviews on there.
We got 3 or 4 interviews, I think. I went to a local show yesterday.
We did.
Overland
we didn't
Park.
bend.
No, we did not. It was fun walking around talking to folks.
It was a lot of fun.
Saw some customers that we've sold to before, and it's always nice catching up and seeing how their snake's doing.
Absolutely.
And
I'm lucky though, because quite a few of the people that we've sold to, I get updated pics.
You do.
So,
you get pics all the time.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm like the crazy grand that everybody sends pics to.
So hopefully everybody had a good Monday. September 16th, halfway through September already.
Halfway through.
We're going into October.
We are.
Have Halloween right around the corner.
Springfield is coming up this coming weekend, so we'll be vending it in Springfield.
Yep.
So
if you guys are in
the
Springfield, Missouri, around that area, we will be down there
out
Saturday. It is a Saturday show.
Yeah. After that, it's Tinley.
And then we'll be up at Tinley. And that'll be the first time we've been Tinley, and it will be interesting.
It will be the first time we've been Tinley.
Yeah. We've been up there multiple times. First time behind the booth, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. We'll be up there with Chris. He'll be selling his cocoa and that.
We'll be selling snakes.
And we'll be selling snakes. It'd be nice if our boa dropped some babies and we got the babies ready.
She's so uncomfortable.
She's
so
huge.
Uncomfortable. She looked like me when I was pregnant. Big as a house.
Okay.
Don't say.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Mr. Donahue.
I said okay. That's all I said, Mrs. Donahue.
Mr. Donahue.
So you did hear there's a game going on tonight. There was a
game going on tonight, so he said it. Everybody bottoms up.
Yeah, so apparently every time I say Mrs. Donahue, everybody's got to take a drink.
Gotta take a sip.
I don't.
Are you at a loss?
Yes,
you're never at a
loss.
Yes,
Mrs. Donahue. We have Miss Michaela on tonight.
We do.
We met Miss Michaela and her family a few months ago, 3 or 4 months ago now.
At an Overland Park show.
She was wanting to buy a snake. There was some. She had to do some things before she got her snake, though.
She did what I absolutely love to hear.
And we're going to talk about it.
She did do a lot.
She did do a lot. And we want to talk about it with her tonight. Her mom is behind the camera, so we might be hearing from her. We probably won't see her.
We love her just as much as Michaela. Rachel's amazing. So,
but we do. We have a beautiful young lady on tonight. I know Bailey's in the chat tonight. It'd be nice if they could hook up on Instagram and kind of start talking snakes
snakes, because Bailey knows what she's doing.
Yeah, and we've already told Michaela about Bailey and you know how Bailey does the breeding and that. But I think, with the interest in the snakes, it'd be something that they would have a common interest in.
Absolutely.
So before we get to the chat real quick, we want to thank the oh my gosh, I'm lost for words.
Behind the scenes, Ashley and Kyle, and the sponsors of the channel.
Well, thank you. Go ahead. I'm lost. I need to wet my lips, Mrs.
Is that
Donahue.
what you need to do?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Kyle and Ashley from TER behind the scenes. As always, that's our family. We love them dearly. Just spent, of course, time with them during the Dallas show. So love them to pieces. They're like brother and sister to us. Yeah. Our channel sponsors are Ship Your Reptiles, who we use exclusively for our shipping needs, and
which we got to schedule. We got to schedule a shipment
one tomorrow. Of course, Chris with the Cocoa Dude. So if you're needing any cocoa products, he's the go-to man. If you're in our area, of course, we do distribute the cocoa, and we're happy to hook you up as well. Let's see.
We got
Charlie with Great Rider Reptiles. I think he's calling it shed testing now.
Shed testing, I believe so.
So he just did a few shed testings for us and got those results back to us. So I'm still waiting on one important one. So Charlie, if you're listening.
Yeah, that's one we really
Charlie,
need to know.
If you're listening, I really need to know that one.
We need to know that one.
And of course, last but never least, Recoil Reptiles, who does all of our PVC enclosures. They hooked Kyle and Ashley up, as well as they do many people, and they are the best PVC enclosures on the market.
Well, we went to film Melissa's while we were down in Dallas. We talked about that last week.
We did.
And their PVC enclosures were Recoil Reptiles.
You can't beat it. You can't beat them. So, did I cover everybody?
Yeah, you covered everybody. And if you are late to the party and you are going to watch this after the show, we want to thank you for stopping in afterwards and watching the podcast. And make sure you like it. Make sure you give a thumbs up. So real quick, Michaela's got school tomorrow. We got work tomorrow. I know Miss Rachel's got work tomorrow.
She does. Everybody's got
work. Everybody's got something to do. So we're going to get to the chat real quick, say hi to the chat, and then we're going to bring Miss Michaela out.
We are.
As always, you got Big Mike.
Did we tell Mike that we did see one of those farmer porta potties?
Yeah, I think you mentioned that. Okay. Yeah, because he put that down in the chat last week.
He did indeed, and I saw it, but I just didn't get my camera ready.
So, Big Mike, thank you for stopping in. 1 and 2 always. Well, actually, these first 3 are always fighting for the.
Yeah, they jockey.
Trying to get the first position. We got Blakers. Welcome, buddy. We appreciate you stopping in tonight. We got Mr. Sammy Vargas. That's my mafia man right there. Mr. Pink Panther. He just came back from Canada. He was up there visiting Billy in Austin. So hopefully he had a good time. I know he got pulled over on the way. I saw that on Instagram. So I think he got a ticket. I'm not positive. They got you.
There's our girl.
And did he pull it off?
I don't
know.
know.
So Sammy earlier had a chat.
No, it's Mike.
Oh, did Mike?
Yeah,
there
Mike.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is the game for this evening. Every time I say Mrs. Donahue, you all got to take a sip. And that excludes us. We're not taking a sip every time I say Mrs. Donahue.
If I did that every time you said that, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah. We got a young lady on here.
I know.
We got to be. I better go put a tie on. I better get all professional.
Rachel and Michaela know us. They know that ain't going to happen.
And we were just talking about them. Bailey's Royal Beauties. So fam there all the way from Louisiana.
Bailey, Chris, and Ashley.
Thank you guys for stopping in. and Miss Bailey, I mean, when we get done, again, maybe you and Michaela can hook up on social media. I'm sure everybody's got social media nowadays. So,
except you.
Oh, I have YouTube, and I got TikTok, and I'm in my 50s.
You're doing good, babe. You're doing good. You're doing good.
We got Mr. James Perry.
James Perry.
Welcome, James.
Welcome
Thank you for coming in. And we got the old blue zombie. Vance, welcome. Thank you for coming in, brother. And I don't know who this next couple is.
I don't have a clue.
I mean,
I don't know.
And I'm not rubbing myself. I mean, if it looks like I'm rubbing myself, I'm not rubbing myself. I'm just kind of stretching a little bit.
Just a smidge.
Mort Valley, what's going on? We told you guys, last week that we have several things to show off that we got picked up in Dallas that they gave us in Dallas. So tonight is the t-shirt.
Which nice t-shirt.
Last week was the shot glasses. So we're not done yet. Tonight is the t-shirts. So
I was gonna wear a different one so that we weren't like matching. I was gonna wear a different one, but I have worn it this week.
No, you had to copy me.
No,
Mrs. Donahue, you had to copy me. It's okay. You're cute though.
You're cute,
and you don't need to take a sip every time I say Mrs. Donahue. Can strictly business. What is going on? Thursday
we're gonna be on the show.
It's coming Thursday. 7:30.
7. It's in my chat. I know we'll be there.
Go over to TikTok. If you guys don't have TikTok, go download TikTok. We're going to be on his channel. He's going to be interviewing us. As you guys know, we're not used to being interviewed. We do the interview.
Once upon a time, a long time ago.
So he's to interview us, which means I have to give up my control, give up my reins, and it's going to be an awesome time. We're super excited. He's been pushing it. He's been throwing out like new little clips every day, and it's actually it's been super cool.
I know. I feel kind of bad because we're flying by the seat of our pants here lately, and ours comes out right before the show.
Right, like 5 o'clock.
We make it though. We make it here on time.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, we were backstage 10 minutes before the show.
Dressed and everything.
Here's the beautiful lady, Jules.
Jules, I miss you too, babe.
Welcome. And our brother, Kike. All blessings to you and your wife.
Prayers and love, Kike.
Hopefully everything's going well. Can't wait to meet you in Daytona.
Absolutely.
This is I would say this is my biker bitch, but
I believe you are the biker
but
bitch.
I'm the biker bitch to her. So this is all Triple T. We love you, Triple T. Guy, we miss you at Dallas, but we understand.
Absolutely.
We'll be back down there.
Yep.
And we will meet up again.
This is the one I was going to be in tonight.
We got Roe, Mr. 5.0, Floppy Crew.
Floppy Gang. But next week. I've worn it this week.
Yeah, you did. I think you cleaned rats in it.
I did not. How dare you? But no, I was sporting all around town in it, and now it needs to be it had to be laundered.
Actually, I think you had it on when this next one came over this weekend.
I think I did.
And that would be Eric and Amanda with PJ's Creations.
And
brought the babies. We got to meet the babies. They brought us a refrigerator. An extra refrigerator for half side for frozen rats, and
The crawfish boil. I
And the
always
crawfish
need
boil.
lots of room for the crawfish
Yeah.
boil.
So
Otherwise, y'all ain't getting fed.
so they did. They brought us over a refrigerator. They went home with 2 snakes. He's done some shorts on them. They look beautiful. I can't
Beautiful.
wait to see the projects that they're doing.
Absolutely beautiful. I know.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, very excited.
I'm excited.
David, the Missouri Rat.
We got to see David yesterday.
Got to interview David yesterday. You guys have to wait for the video to drop.
We piddled around with the new laptop yesterday, and we didn't get it dropped. So
no, I tell you what, it's going from a home computer type thing to a laptop is very awkward. Yeah. You know, having to move your finger as the mouse and that. It's not the funnest.
I'm gonna hook you up to a
Why me? Why can't you do it? Why you say me, Mrs. Donahue?
You cute.
But
You
David,
cute.
Welcome. Saw him and Danielle at the booth.
We did.
So it looks like they were busy.
And we got home and we had forgotten to do something for Danielle.
Yes. Oh,
we got all the way home.
All the way home. And we were like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, we forgot.
Yeah. So we do apologize about that.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then this is our
That's my
lovely sister, Miss Ashley, who is backstage with us tonight.
Yeah.
So she's here every week.
Tell you what, I couldn't get through the week without her because I talked to her all day, every day.
Day,
all day long.
And then we got Casey with Geoffrey's Reptile Creations. Thank you for stopping in.
Got to see new pictures of the baby that he won.
Yes. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, and you haven't showed them to me?
Oh, I thought, well, yeah, okay.
Ma'am, am I to see him after the show?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, we can't wait to meet him in Daytona next year as well.
Yep.
Genomic Labs, welcome. Thank you for stopping in tonight.
I need to be
we
watching
appreciate
the chat,
it.
don't I?
And then my beautiful banana split, Banana Fields. I love you, girl. Thank you for coming in. And you did hear the game, right? Every time I say Mrs. Donahue, banana, you gotta take a sip. All right, let's see. Oh, Eric. This is our therapy, Eric. Hopefully everything's going well. Hopefully I haven't put you back into therapy in a while. But you know, don't get too comfortable around me because I might just say something and your PTSD's to kick in and you just never know. I think it might be time for you to take a sip, ma'am.
Oh, I got, yes.
Mr. John Lopez, welcome. I know they were just down at a show this weekend, and Little John.
I saw a shirt floating around.
Yeah, Little John was wearing the shirt around. It looked awesome.
Ashley was keeping me up to date. She said, "Y'all are here."
So I'm glad. You know, we were not able to be there in person, but we were there in spirit. So hopefully everybody had a good show down in Texas.
Absolutely. Our family did well.
Yep. Chris, Untamed and Unhinged, welcome. Thank you for
you.
stopping in tonight.
Good to see you.
Hopefully we'll get to see you at a show here soon.
Am I missing? I can't see nothing.
Mr. Will's Hella Heat, all the way from West Virginia, I think, right? Kentucky, Ohio. Virginia coal mines.
He's gonna beat you.
We love you, Will. Thank you for stopping in. And we got K&D.
He's gonna beat you. They'll be on the show in November.
And we're super excited.
I'm super excited about that one.
Super excited. Thank you for stopping in. Look at that. Kraken 24.
Woo!
We appreciate you.
Thank
you. Thank you so much. We never ask for anything, and if you guys do donate, it goes straight back to the animals.
It does go straight back to the animals.
Either into the rats or to the snakes themselves. Miss Carla, welcome. Did it freeze up? There we go.
I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to make sure everybody's blue
Yep.
so that everybody can drop their links.
Well, we appreciate you watching us, and I'm glad that we don't bore you guys.
That's my cousin.
I
Carla.
know I know that was your cousin. So, but we appreciate you stopping in and
love her to
and
pieces.
supporting us. And there's our Luke buddy all the way up in Iowa. So we appreciate you, Luke. Hopefully everything's been going well.
Maybe next time we're up to Iowa, Luke, we can get that rainbow boa.
And Luke, and if maybe you can come down in December and go to the All-American Reptile
Plant and
show.
Reptile show, yeah.
That'd be awesome if you could come down here. And you already know, Mr. Don D. We love you, brother. Everything's looking good on your end.
Don D, a 12-hour day. I understand, babe.
Yeah.
We're glad you're here.
Yeah. And then there's the other half.
Beautiful half.
Miss
There's
Amanda. Always beautiful. We love you, girl.
I'm trying to see. I can't.
Look, see. Oh, damn, Jeff. I thought my logo turned you on and you had to run yourself. Yeah. I kind of had to rub a little bit. Oh
my goodness.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. That thing feels good.
It is it's a soft shirt.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
We have young ladies in the...
Yes, ma'am.
Behave yourself. I know it's hard to do.
It's hard to contain myself. Sorry, trying to get through the chat. Let's see who else we got.
Well, I saw...
Did I skip someone?
I don't know, but I saw our sisters in there somewhere.
Who?
Maki, that we got to see yesterday.
Did I just skip it? Or you saw it in yours?
I saw it on mine.
Okay, I haven't got to her yet. God, you scared me.
I'm trying to make sure we don't miss anybody.
We got more Forge.
More Forge.
Welcome. Thank you.
They've been putting out some fire podcasts
yes, they
lately.
Have. Yeah.
I mean, not just lately, but, from the beginning. There's our brother we got to see yesterday.
Yep, we did get to see Bear. Got to interview Bear.
We did get to interview Bear.
Bear and Amanda. We love you guys.
Bear and Jessica.
What did I say? I was thinking PJ's Creations, Amanda.
Yeah. But we're going to go to dinner with
It's
them.
okay. I'm going to call her Amanda from now on.
You always pick a name. Usually it's Stephanie. You call everybody Stephanie. It don't matter what their name is.
Well, now it should be Amanda.
Okay.
So we love you,
Just so y'all know.
So if I call you Amanda, you know I'm talking to you. See, here's our beautiful sister. There's Amanda. Sister. I mean, Maki.
She will beat you.
She would beat my ass.
She really would.
But I love her to death.
It was good to see her. She looked good.
Yep.
I tell you what, Bear and Jessica are taking really good care of her.
Yeah. Yep. She had her surgery and she's moving around. She's still got the crutches, but she's moving around.
She's looking good, though.
Yeah.
She's looking really good.
And we got David with Join Reptiles. Thank you for stopping in. And again, I know I say this, if you guys haven't went over to his channel, make sure you guys go over to his Instagram and see some of the fire that he's creating.
Absolutely.
And that's so many of y'all in here,
That's why I encourage them to drop their chat.
Yeah, we're all working different
stuff.
Yeah. And it's so nice to see
what everybody's working with.
Different projects. It's absolutely amazing. We got Exotic A1 Pets.
Good to
Welcome.
See you.
Thank you for coming in tonight.
I tell you.
There's nephew. There's our nephew. Love ya. Can't wait to see you. And now, did you say you were coming out?
I think nephew's coming in December.
I think he said he was coming out in December
because he wants Auntie's breakfast.
Yep. And if not in December, I know you coming out in April.
We're definitely gonna see you in April.
All right. I am caught up on the chat.
Are you caught up on everybody?
As far as I know. If I missed you, I truly apologize.
Oh.
We're to turn the chat over to Ashley in the background. And we need to bring Miss Michaela out.
Michaela out.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? This should be amazing. amazing show. Once again, real quick, just quick recap. Miss Michaela is a beautiful young lady. She just got her first ball python.
She did.
And there were several things she had to do to get this ball python. This is whether you are a big time breeder, 1,000 animals, or you have one reptile. This is bringing the community together.
Absolutely.
This is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
It's about the reptiles. And it brings all of us together. So let's bring Miss Michaela out. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. And I see you already have something in your hand.
Indeed, I do.
And would you mind introducing who you have in your hand?
So this is my ball python Scoots. We've had her for a few weeks now, and she is a pastel leopard butter blitz.
She is beautiful.
We say that.
Well, no, because I mean, whoever produced her did a very good job.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I mean, maybe we need to work on a project like that.
Do you think so?
Possibly.
Now, Michaela, we met you at, and I'm thinking it was the Overland Park show. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Yes.
You and Mama came up and talked to me, and I don't know how long we talked because it seemed like we just had this rapport going from the get-go. But you, in order to get your first ball python, what did you have to do?
So, in order to get my first ball python, I made sure I researched what their needs are and how to properly take care of them in a captive setting. So, this is actually the essay I wrote.
And you did not have to write that for school, did you?
No, I did it over the summer.
So you did that just to be able to know how to care and
the proper
husbandry and all that. I have to tell you that when I came away from that show after talking to you and your mom, I was so impressed that that's what I talked about on the way home with Geoffrey was how impressed I was.
That's Mr. Donahue.
Mr. Donahue.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. Mr. Donahue. How impressed I was with the fact that you had done your research. You knew what you were looking for. You had a beautiful enclosure set up. And I could not go on enough about how impressed I was. So when your mom and I stayed in contact and I was giving her updates on the different genes that we had available, you kind of were in the process as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
So then we made a date for you to come out to the facility, and you really didn't have much choice on which animal you got, did you?
No.
But you held quite a few. I mean, there was quite a few that you were looking at.
Yeah.
And I think everybody came together and mom and dad and they said, you know, let's look at something a little bit bigger, because what we were looking at was, you know, the hatchlings from this year, and they were pretty small. And we said, well, we have this one, which is Scoots.
Yes.
And Scoots picked you.
Scoots chose you.
Yep. She definitely did.
And she got wrapped up in your hair, and it was almost like a hair tie. You were wearing her around the rest of that day like a hair tie.
Like it rode home, I believe, with her around you. But I think it was probably the most amazing thing I've seen as far as a snake choosing. Now, I did have one that I had shipped to me that definitely was my baby, but Scoots from the get-go, when she came out of the rack, she went right directly to you and she didn't want to go back. She was like, I found my human. I'm ready. This is my mom. I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah. So prior to you guys coming over, Angie was getting some updates on your enclosure as you were building it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're running a bioactive enclosure, correct?
Yes.
Would you mind kind of showing that off real quick?
Sure thing. So this is a vivarium we set up for Scoots. It's a 4x2x2 enclosure, and we made sure she had plenty of height and that it was cluttered with plants and other things so that she would feel perfectly comfortable being in there and adjusting quickly and just being able to hide and enjoy her space.
And it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, you guys did a wonderful job on it. You know, and we always tell people, you know, if you guys put them in a vivarium type setting, it's best to black out the two sides and the back, and you did that. And we're always telling people to, like you said, you clutter it. You have to clutter it. You have to give them plenty of space to hide, and absolutely amazing. And I know she's comfortable because we feed live, and
Yes.
I know you wanted to get her switched over to frozen thawed. And have you gotten her switched over to frozen thawed?
Yes, we did. Yeah, so it was her second feeding we did just last Thursday, and we decided we wanted to see how she would do if we tried frozen thawed. So we took mouse we had gotten from a local pet shop because that's what we had been using at the time, and then I warmed it up with a blow dryer because you shouldn't put rats in the microwave. And so I waited till it was warm and it was like kind of squishy. So at the time, because the first time we fed her, it was a live feed, we didn't want to put her in the cage with it because that would just make her prone to injury and the rat could run away. So we had her in a small bin, and whenever I put the rat in there, she pretty much bit it immediately, but was kind of confused why it wasn't moving. So she kind of seemed disinterested in it. So I was going to take it out so we could feed her the live one we had also gotten in case she didn't take the frozen. But once I moved it, she's saw that and then she started eating it. So it worked out quite well.
That is awesome. I am so happy that you were able to get her switched over to frozen thawed. And and who do you use as your rat supplier?
The Missouri Rattery.
Oh my gosh!
how would we know?
Look at that right there, the Missouri Rattery.
In fact, were the ones that pointed you in our direction. So huge shout out to David and the Missouri Rattery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I have enjoyed all of the photos, all of the pics of you and Scoot, and you've gone above and beyond for Scoot because she's like your baby.
Yes.
She actually goes down to the dinner table with you.
Yep.
Now, before we move on, I see something in the background right there, so, like in your window. What is that?
So because I started like taking her outside so she can like get outdoors, and we know winter's coming here soon, so we wouldn't be able to take her outside because it'd be too cold. So we made an enrichment board for her, which is cluttered with pegs and bars that she can climb on, along with a PVC pipe that we put on there, so she can get her exercise that she needs, and then be able to just kind of explore and have fun. But she's taken to it pretty quickly. She oftentimes goes to the very top. So.
Now, I have gotten to see pictures and videos of Scoots on her enrichment wall, and she is living her best life at your house.
Yes.
And she knows what to do. Look at her. I mean, she's just. Now, when she gets to the top, does she kind of just hang out, or does she come back down, or?
Yeah, she typically likes trying to hang out on it. some of these bars, like the one she's trying to get up on right now, they're kind of slippery. So we have some yarn, like it's on these pegs right here, to add some traction once we get time to add that on. So she won't have to worry about sliding down it, because they're pretty smooth. So unless she were to grip on harder, she can't really grip on it that well. But other than that, she really enjoys it. The only thing I have to worry about is she doesn't understand she can't fit herself folded on top. So I have to make sure she doesn't fall down. But even if she did, most of the time she's like fully sprawled out on the top. And if she were to fall, she has 2 pegs up there that are only a few inches below her. So
Okay.
She's doing good.
Look at
I
her.
love the fact that it just not even being at school and in doing your research, you wrote a 10-page essay.
Yeah. About 3 of those pages are of citation.
I love the fact that you did that much research.
Okay, I gotta ask a stupid question. Michaela, what's citation?
So it's at the end of an essay where you put your works cited. So what websites you use to gather your information. So it's not like, oh, look, I have all this information. I'm just going to put in like, these are the sources I found from, this is the information I found from the sources, and this is what they are.
I knew
now,
that. I knew that.
In college, in college, did you have somebody do that since you were a big football dude?
Well, you know what? We're not done talking about that.
We're not going there.
We're not going there.
Okay.
I went to school and I played football.
You played football.
That was it.
Football, my life.
Yep.
Look at. I mean, that is just awesome.
We could not have asked for her to have gone to a better home. We love you. We love Rachel. We love the entire family, and probably kept you out here forever, just showing off everything and talking to y'all because we enjoyed you so much.
Yeah.
Now, and I wanted to get to the enrichment wall, and this was fine, but I'm actually I'm kind of
light board over there.
I'm kind of interested in what's right behind you now, Miss Michaela.
This is just part of my wall that I have some string lights on, and I have it connected to the Govi app, which allows me to be able to design things on it. So I figured, since we're going to be doing this kind of like interview podcast thing, we might as well put Celtic balls on it. It's kind of hard to read, but it's up there.
Oh, I can read it. I can read it.
But I'm a little disappointed that you said just because of the podcast. I thought it was like up there all the time.
Oh, we'll probably keep it up there. I mean, it looks pretty cool, the gold and the green.
I tell you what, don't let him rib you like that, Michaela.
That is absolutely amazing. You've done so well. You know, you've prepared so well, and that's what we ask. You know, we get a lot of website interaction, and people ask about purchasing an animal, and probably 70% of the people.
Look how comfortable she is.
Oh yeah, had to get a selfie.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's got to be on camera. It's her star.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, it's her night.
Yeah, 70% of the people.
It is just, they just want a snake. You know, we're like, look, please do your research.
Please no.
That's the biggest thing is research. And when Angie told me that you wrote a paper and then showed pictures of your vivarium and that.
Yeah.
You know, had no hesitation that you knew how to take care of scoots. Mm-hmm. So, and absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
And I know we didn't ask earlier, how old are you, Miss Michaela?
I am 14.
14.
Okay.
And you run cross country, don't you?
Yes.
And how is that going?
It's my first year, so it's kind of rough, and I have a race on Wednesday, which is on a rough course, but it's been really fun. It's a good community there.
Good
deal. Now, do any of your friends know that you have a ball python?
Yes, a couple of my friends do. I have a friend named Peyton. I usually run with her during my races and stuff like that to practice pack traveling and stuff like that, which is where you run in a group for a long period of time. And so she knows I have a ball python. Kind of explained that.
Now that's cool. There's one person in your household that is not real keen on scoots, and who would that be?
My younger sister.
Your sister.
Now, is she starting to warm up to her a little bit?
She likes to threaten she's going to smack me with things anytime I have scoots around her, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, I tell you what, Scoots would be the perfect ambassador for her to start liking ball pythons and snakes in general.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. I mean, you have such a good way with scoots that I don't see her being afraid of scoots at all because she's so gentle.
So, what's your? Do you have any future plans? Do you have, are you wanting to get into reptiles on a little bigger level, or have you thought about that?
Not really, but we'll see what the future holds.
Okay. So, I mean, you can probably come over and work for us and clean our rat tubs and all that, right? Later on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with rats. I remember, like, the live rat we fed her, it was crawling on my hand, just kind of like, get me out of here. I'm like, no, your food. So,
yep.
Yeah. You're not a friend, you're food.
We're not friends. Exactly.
Yeah. She is absolutely gorgeous.
Now, I'm wanting to know, because we have a lot of the snake community in here.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any suggestions or tips or questions that they might have for Michaela?
Yes, that would be awesome if someone had a question for her. And and I know Miss Bailey's in. I've seen a few of her messages pop
Bailey's
up,
in.
and even Ashley and Kyle that are behind the scenes have daughters about your age.
Yeah, they sure do.
And I know they help mom every once in a while, right? Every once in a while.
Yeah. She's
I mean, Kyle might not help, but the kids help every once in a while.
I did see Moonshine Morph Madness come in. I did see Patrick come in, and I did see Nathan and Raven come in. So yes. I wanted to say hey to all of them, and Thomas.
Thomas did pop in too.
Pops came in.
Let's see. So David with the Missouri Rattery said that would be a good summertime job for her with working at your facility. I agree, David.
We would not make you work the rats.
Huh? What?
Oh, now see, Mike's wanting to know if she's going to start her own YouTube channel with Scoots.
Yep, we'll see. I'm not really prevalent in social media because I don't really care to be on it too terribly much, but like making a YouTube channel about Scoots and kind of explaining what I did to make sure I could take care of her properly would probably be good for other beginners as well.
Yeah.
Just so they can be like, oh, look, you should do your research and this is what you need to look for.
I agree.
I agree completely. And the fact that you're at the age that you are, I think other people in your generation, in your age group, would rather hear that coming from you than they would some of us old guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean as much from us as it would be from somebody in their own peer group.
Yeah.
With that idea. Yeah. Alan and Denise are
in. Alan and Denise. And so in April, possibly December, our nephew will be up. He'll be coming in from Tennessee, and he does a lot of educational stuff. So hopefully, if you guys come over for the Crawfish Bowl in April, you can meet Elias and kind of run some ideas back and forth. And our sis Maki
and Maki.
So Maki does kind of face your fear type thing, get over your fear with snakes. And she's super good with that. She's helping me and us right now with some of our blood pythons. Just because they're not docile like Scoots is, and she's working with the blood pythons and try to tame them down a little bit. So
yeah.
But you've done amazing, because I know Scoots. When you first met Scoots was coming out of the tub with the mouth open, just trying to, and look at her now. I mean, she's super calm.
Yeah.
Well, it was close to feeding day. She was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was vicious.
She was not. Did I see Jose? Did you say Jose from Edupanic was in?
Yeah. Oh, well, I saw he was in, but I did not say Jose.
I'm trying to acknowledge everybody. I don't want anybody to feel left out.
All right. And I had to.
What did you have to do?
Well, I had to get rid of one of these pop-ups.
Oh.
So Don, what did Don say? Don said, wrote an essay with question marks, and of course I just got another pop-up. Let me get rid of this.
These old computers.
And he, oops, where did it go?
He said he's gonna. It's right here.
Okay. I'm taking it from you for a second, Ashley. Wrote an essay with question marks with hand clappings. I'm going to make all buyers do that. and he told you, great job.
Yes.
So absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
And I would love to read that essay one time. I would love to see what you put in it and see all the research, because we talk all the time.
Yeah.
No matter how long you've been in this game, how long you've been working with ball pythons, reptiles in general, you're always going to learn something. And the day that you stop learning is the day that you're done.
Yeah.
And I know reading your essay, I'm going to learn something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Triple T said she's saving this podcast for Emily, which is her granddaughter,
who also wants a snake.
Yes, she wants a snake, and she would like to watch. She wants her to watch this podcast. Mm-hmm. So that is absolutely awesome. So you say you're not really into social media, and I applaud you for that, because social media is it's good and it's bad.
Yeah, it's got its ups and its downs. I remember in school I did a debate on social media, and there's good aspects like the communication, but then there's other stuff that aren't so good. So it's really just trying to find the good stuff in social media.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So do you have a social media account at all for with any of these young ladies in here that could be watching you?
I don't really have a social media account. Like, the only things I really use are YouTube, Pinterest, and Twitch, and that's really it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm all about the Pinterest.
Oh, I know you love Pinterest.
I love Pinterest.
She falls asleep looking at Pinterest.
I find some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
Scoots is just so happy.
Yeah, she's getting ready to go up into the hair.
That's where she likes to be.
Yeah, she is like, I'm going to go hide, and you're going to have to pull me out before you go to bed.
Yep.
Now, we said we weren't going to keep you too long just because it is a school night, and we know you've got track and or cross country. Two different things. I learned that yesterday.
Yes, it is.
Two different things.
Now, are you to run track when track season comes along then?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I learned that yesterday.
Yeah. I could have told you that, and I'm not a runner. Have you seen my belly?
I feed you good.
I'm out of breath when I run to the kitchen.
You're out of breath when you run to dinner. That's me. That's me.
But I do know that at the beginning of cross country season, you could hardly even run a mile.
Yeah, I couldn't. And then on Saturday, I ran my first 5K.
That is awesome. And that's 3.1 miles.
Yes.
I said 3.2 yesterday. Michaela corrected me.
She gotcha. I'm telling you, we're learning lots from this girl. We are learning lots.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like he said, we can always learn from each other. Did you say hi? Moonshine Morph Madness is in, and they need to know that I've got my drink.
I think everybody knows you have your drink.
I got my drink.
So is there anything? We usually run about an hour, and I know we took up probably the first 20 or 30 minutes of it. Is there anything that you would like to let people know about you, about Scoots, some of the research you did?
Yeah, I'll probably kind of touch on my research, and I can look at my packet to make sure. But I kind of had it in a sort of MLA formatting, so I had 5 paragraphs, an introduction, 5 body paragraphs, and a conclusion, even though the body paragraphs turn into pages. But I made sure in my research I knew what their natural habitat would be like and like how their weather works, what their natural prey is, and then what things you should use and what you should not use whenever uh, making an enclosure for a snake or just generally any reptile. Like talking about heating, overhead heating from what I've read was probably the best because you do not want to use heat rocks or something like that at all because
Right.
they're prone to burning your animals. And then what kind of isopods you need to use, what's the humidity, what kind of plants are best for them. Like, because that's a big part is like I remember one time in the enclosure we had a snake plant in there and she was on top of that thing at one point. So having durable plants is a really big thing so they don't die very quickly.
I love that.
So how are you keeping your humidity up?
So the way I've been keeping my humidity up is I have misters which run every 12 hours at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock at night, just so the ground can get wet and keep that moisture but not be too wet if she decides to crawl out from behind her rock. And then I have a fogger I'll use if I notice it kind of gets low.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mike has a question for her.
Yes. So Mike with Morph Avenue, he wants to know what made you get into ball pythons instead of like geckos or like any other lizard or any other snake?
Well, so one of the main reasons I thought of a ball python is just because their nature, they're docile and they're easier to take care of than other snakes. But in general, I just generally like snakes from the get-go and they never like scared me or anything like that. So it was really, snakes are cool and I just found the right one for me.
Yeah.
You absolutely did.
Yeah.
I think that baby loves you.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and you can watch several different podcasts, several different videos, and people will say snakes don't have any emotions or anything like that. They're not attached to the human being and that. But you look at Scoots and you look how you two interact, and I would definitely have to say that is not true.
I'd say that's not true.
Yeah.
I would say there is emotional attachment between you two. And it's just not you feeling it towards Scoots, but Scoots is feeling it towards you as well.
Yes.
I'm looking at Eric's post here. Guess who's back? And all I can hear is Eminem singing.
Oh, Eric, I'm not going to put you into therapy again tonight. Michaela's laughing like she knows. So I have a sister, Michaela, and we're not going to get too involved in it, but I do have a sister that pops on the chats every once in a while, on the podcast every once in a while, and we'll just say she frequents truck stops, and Eric is scared of her, so he's.
There's quite a few people that are scared of her.
He sends us therapy bills every once in a while, saying after we watch a podcast, he's got to go to therapy. So,
also, David says future snake discovery right there.
Yes. So do you watch Ed and Emily from Snake Discovery? Michaela?
No.
You don't watch them? Okay. Who do you usually watch on YouTube when it comes to reptiles and that?
You guys?
Woo! I love it.
But
I love it.
Really, that's kind of scary, though.
I love that answer, though.
I do too, but don't tell a lot of people. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh my God. No. Ed and Emily are a younger couple.
Mm-hmm.
very, very sweet couple. But they have a is it like a reptarian?
Yeah, reptarian / zoo
right.
/
And they do a lot of social media, and so they do have a lot of interesting and knowledgeable things to impart on the reptile community. But they're a fun couple.
Yeah. So if you sit down and watch it, they would be someone I would recommend, to learn from, and it would be, and it's called Snake Discovery, Ed and Emily. And if you sit down and watch any YouTube or anything, that would be a channel that I would steer you towards.
Yeah, and I'll definitely make sure to check it out.
Yeah. Apparently Will is sleeping down there.
Will.
So
Will.
Yeah, well, that's Will for you.
We can't always be. We have to be on our best behavior tonight, Will. Gotta be on our best behavior.
Eric says he'll behave. Giving you some boops.
There you go.
All right. We're about an hour in already. Is there anything else that you would like to mention?
Yeah, I just say I want to thank you guys for all you've done. I want to thank the Roundery for having pointed you guys out to us, because you guys are very much reputable breeders, as you can see. I mean, we got her perfectly healthy, and I mean, you can see how she's doing now. So definitely doing good. And I want to thank David for all he's done with the information and providing us with her food and all that. And I want to give a thanks to you guys for allowing us to check out the snakes, being very patient with us.
Oh my gosh, it's our pleasure. We love showing off the babies, and we felt like you guys were family. Yeah. I mean, you just are welcome here anytime you want to come over.
Yeah, anytime you guys want to come over, just let us know. All the snakes are out of the incubator. They're all up in the hatchling rack. Rat tubs always need to be cleaned. So
you just leave her alone and tell Pops thank you.
And thank you, Pops. He's helping to pitch in for Eric's therapy. So we appreciate it.
Will was saying that Snake Discovery makes him sleepy.
Yeah. I mean, Snake Discovery is for your hobbyists.
Yeah, the younger generation trying to learn more about the reptiles.
Yeah. So
I get it. We're a little more on the edge.
We always like what Creed's song right there on the edge.
Right on the edge.
Yeah. So always on the edge.
Always on the edge. Living on the edge. There's Aerosmith.
No, that was Bon Jovi.
No, that's Living on a Prayer.
Oh yeah, that too. When I'm with you, I'm always living on a prayer. You're lucky you're cute.
I have my moments. Oh man.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Is there any upcoming shows that you plan on going to? Springfield next weekend, maybe? No.
It really depends on my cross schedule, because I have cross country 6 days a week, and oftentimes we'll have meets like on Saturdays or Wednesdays. Yeah. So it's kind of just like a busy schedule. And then I also have choir going on, so got practices for that.
Oh, wow.
Pretty much. It's a busy schedule. Mom, though, will keep us up to date on your track schedule. But you guys, we're hoping that in the spring, when the crawfish boil comes around, that y'all will be over here and kind of get to see everybody in the snake family and let them welcome you in as much.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Eric with PJ's Creations just gave me a bit of input of what he's bringing for the crawfish bowl. And I'll tell you what, it's not just for the kids. The adults are to have fun on it too. So expect a little bit bigger this year, and it's to be a blast.
It's gonna be.
And I did not mean to cut you off, Miss Michaela.
It's perfectly fine. And we're gonna try and see if we can make it there.
We would love that. At our age, if we cut you off, sweetheart, it's no disrespect. We're old and we will forget what we're going to say.
It's perfectly fine.
So
That's just the way it is at our age.
yeah. So all right.
Okay. I know.
I don't want to keep, because we could keep talking.
We could keep talking all night, because that's what we
Yeah.
did when we were here. We barely let them out the door when it was time.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, you know, when we welcome you as family, you're family, and you kind of get stuck with
I'm not saying we're going to kidnap you guys, but we might just kidnap y'all.
I mean, you never know. You never know. We just treat you as family.
Yeah.
But we want to thank you and your mom for being so gracious and so generous and coming on tonight. I know Mama's behind the camera. We love you, Rachel. We're glad you're here. Michaela, we love you to pieces, and you guys are always welcome here. And Scoots living her best life.
Yeah. and you just keep doing amazing things with Scoots, and I mean,
keep sending those pictures. I love them.
And really, I think they were right when they said, you know, if you did make a YouTube channel and it was focused on Scoots, and you know, and maybe talk, you know, about some of your research you did in that, I think it would be a big hit.
I think it would be a very big hit. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a whole different demographic that us older generation can't reach, because it, like I said before, it sounds better coming from somebody in your peer group.
Yep.
Yeah.
There she goes, right up in the hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's a beautiful snake.
It is a beautiful snake. It was one of my favorites. She was one of my favorites. I love that baby.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she went to a family member.
so Denise and Alan, so they are one of our sponsors. They make our PVC enclosures. So those black racks that we had that the babies
all
were
the
in.
babies are in.
So Recall Reptiles, they make all
those.
that stuff. And they said you're such an amazing young lady. So that's awesome. So we just wish you the best of luck, and it's not like we're saying bye, we're saying good night, because you know
School in the morning.
We're to keep in touch.
And we
with you guys.
We know that you do get up early for cross country and stuff, so we understand completely.
So
at least I'll have to be at a cross meet at 5:30 in the morning like some of the other kids do, so I'm doing good.
You're doing good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Awesome. So thank you again for coming on and telling us a little bit about your story and showing off Scoots for you, or for everybody out there.
Yeah.
And we wish you the best of luck, and we hope that you can wake up in the morning, because we didn't keep you too late.
We did not.
It's 8:30.
It's 8:30. We're doing good. We're doing good. That's
It's
not
perfectly fine. I kept myself up until like 12:30 last night reading a book, so.
Oh my gosh.
And Miss Rachel, we can't thank you enough for allowing Michaela to come on and talk to us.
No, it has been our absolute pleasure.
Well, we love y'all. We thank you again. And we're going to go ahead and put you guys backstage. We'll say goodnight to all of our friends and family in the chat. And we'll join you backstage in just a minute.
Awesome.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I want to
That
thank
was awesome.
y'all.
I was excited for that, because
I was very excited.
That is something that we don't do. You know, we talk to other breeders. We talk trash with each other. We talk trash against each other, and but seeing such a young lady like that with all the research that she has done, and the way they've bonded, and in that activity wall, it's not enrichment
that
wall.
Enrichment wall is fire.
Vivarium. That vivarium that they've created is just amazing.
Now, Marcus wants to know what genes we had in Scoots.
So Scoots, there's possible yellow belly, but
She's
Scoots
Blitz.
is a leopard a butter leopard blitz, a pastel butter leopard blitz with possible yellow belly. The dad had acid in it and also some granite in it.
Dad had pastel, yellow belly, granite, acid blitz.
Yeah.
And Scoots missed on the acid part, but she got the blitz, and again, like I said, she's one of my favorite babies that we had out of that clutch. So I'm glad that they got her.
And we actually held a baby back from that clutch.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. What were the okay? Yep.
Yeah.
So the blitz. I love the blitz gene. Just what it does with the, with the alien heads and how it distorts it, and then you throw the acid on top of it, and just.
We laugh and always say he wanted blitz, I wanted acid. Daddy had both, and we were both happy.
Yep.
so it was a good snake.
Yeah.
We loved
it. So that's what Scoots is. There's the Phils that pointed me towards y'all in Dallas. Oh, really? Awesome.
Bailey said to tell Michaela to message her on Instagram or Facebook.
Tell Michaela to message Bailey on IG or Facebook if she'd like to talk snakes with her. Okay. So when we go backstage, we'll go ahead and let her know.
We will definitely let her.
So, all right. Awesome.
Are you ready to say goodnight?
Look at that. Great seeing the next generation. So excited about keeping ball pythons.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Father Don.
Exactly. And it's exactly. Whether you have 200 or you have one, it's bringing the community together.
It is.
We're here for the reptiles, and it's love seeing this new generation coming up and enjoying the reptiles like we do.
It's the excitement. The excitement of the younger generation coming into the hobby with so much love and passion that how can they not succeed if we all help them and bring them in with a positive attitude and
right. Because what would happen if they would have had a bad experience with us from the get-go?
Wow.
They came to our booth and we talked to them. What would have happened if they would have had a bad experience? Michaela might not have gotten a snake.
Right.
She might have been like, this community is not for me.
I don't want to say that we had anything to do with that. I enjoyed them very much, and as I do with everybody that comes to our, I love talking, but they impressed me so.
Really?
You hush. I tell you what, but they impressed me so much with Michaela's knowledge and her excitement, and I was just floored by them. So it's been a great experience altogether.
Yeah. So if you guys find yourself in this situation where you have
the opportunity,
the opportunity to get someone into the reptile community, don't miss out. It's such a great experience, it like Thomas just said, it gets bigger and better. Let's keep growing the community and let's get the positive reptile keepers out there. What's the word I'm looking for? The responsible reptile keepers out there. Let's keep doing that. So we appreciate it, Miss Michaela. Thank you again so much. Thank you, chat, for coming out tonight. Again, this was not like a regular show that we do, but we're going to switch it up.
We're going to get keep you on your toes.
Yeah, we're going to get some boa folks up on here. We're going to get some short tail folks up on here. And continue with bringing our chat on and keeping this a chat interactive podcast.
Friendly, chat interactive. Yeah.
So.
Okay. Are we done?
Yeah.
We'll wish everybody good night. We love y'all. We will be right here doing what we love, loving what we do.
Uh-oh.
Y'all keep chasing your dreams.
Wait, hold on. I got to find my outro.
What you mean? I done told everybody good night.
You know what?
What?
I deleted the outro instead of the old intro. we're not gonna have an outro tonight. I'm looking at it. It's got intro and intro.
Oh my God, you're lucky. You're the cutest thing since sliced bread. I tell you what.
So I apologize. There's no outro tonight.
Say
It's
good
just
night, Gracie.
good night, Gracie. Love you guys.
Love you
We'll see you
guys.
next week.